everyone and welcome back to my channel. So a lot of folk I know do quite like monthly favourites, but I thought I would do something a little bit different and do lockdown favourites. Obviously we're all very much in lockdown and trying our best to keep sane, to keep going and not get too overwhelmed, which is proven to be very difficult. But I thought I would show you what sort of things we are using to kind of keep us going, what's helping us try and have healthy minds, help with our mental health, things like that. So a bit of a mixture of mine and the kids' favourite things. First off, I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you that it is my double pram. So my double buggy is the baby jogger. It's like the mini GT or something, I can't remember the exact title, but it has been a godsend. Obviously I've got two kids, 3 and 1, and although Olivia, the 3-year-old, will walk, she can get quite fed up quite quickly. So I like going long walks, and I really feel that helps with my mental health and like getting out, getting some fresh air. It's not quite the same as the last lockdown because the weather has been awful. We're in the midst of winter and we're up in the northeast of Scotland, but we are trying our best. So if I put them both in the pram, Olivia kind of can run in and out if she wants to, but generally she's quite happy to sit in the pram, and then I can get a long walk and she's happy just to sit. And then James sometimes sleeps, or he'll just watch, kind of watch what's going on, things like that. So that has definitely helped. Obviously I'm not going to show it because it's a huge contraption, but I'll put a picture here so you can see. That is definitely one of my favourites just now. It is getting me through going for long walks, or even just going like little walks myself. I did that one night after the kids had went to bed. It was pitch black. I put on our podcast and it just kind of made me feel a bit sort of more myself, kind of grounded me almost, just to get through the next day, because it is really intense, and I can only imagine how intense it is having to homeschool as well. So feel for all you parents out there having to homeschool and work from home as well. So really difficult. So that's the first thing. Next thing for me has been this tub of paste. It's called the Pink Stuff. You probably all know about it, but it has been so good over this sort of lockdown period and over January. That was our plans anyway, regardless of lockdown. But we have been freshening up our house, we've been painting it, we've been really like cleaning the carpets, getting rid of stains, things like that, really giving it the best clean ever. And one of the things is like stains in various places, like the front door. I don't know, you get like rubber stains and things like that. There was like yellowishy stains on the front door. There was like stains on the walls with crayons and things like that. So we have been using this stuff to get rid of all the stains, and it is honestly, it is like a godsend. And another place would be, quite often I find there can be stains, is the bathtub. I don't know if it's like the toys, like I don't know, but you quite often get quite a lot of colourful stains in the bath, and just a little wipe of this stuff, and honestly it is so good. If you've not heard of it or you've not tried it, you have to get a tub. So yeah, that's been very good for us. I don't have something to show you, but the next thing is got to be for me a Diet Coke, or maybe like the odd treat, chocolate treat here or there. A lot of people might be having like a glass of wine, some alcohol at the end of the day, or maybe at the start of the day, depending, just to get through. It makes you feel a bit better, relaxes you a bit. You know, we're all doing what we can. So I had decided that I was going to try and give up Diet Coke for January, but didn't quite expect a lockdown, and within a couple of weeks I just was really struggling. And I've been trying to be good with my food as well, so I kind of thought, well, rather than going all out with chocolate and cakes and sweeties and crisps, you know, at least a Diet Coke's not that too bad. It's not too calorific and it makes me just feel a bit better. Being quite tired, I'm not sleeping the best, and I don't drink coffee or tea, so I need a little bit of caffeine to get me through the day. It's like 12 hours of constant kids running around, just no break at all. So I'm just like a couple of days, a couple of months, just trying to get back in. But I don't have one to show you, but you all know what Diet Coke looks like. That's my favourite, and that's what's getting me through each day. I don't actually have any in the house because I've been trying not to buy, and then I'll like, oh, I'll go to the shop and get some when I'm getting like essentials and that. So I need to get some more. So yeah, and obviously I have been having the odd treater here and there. Again, I was trying to be good over January, wanted to lose a few last pounds, but I've kind of come to the conclusion that I'm happy, not too bad in myself at the moment, and I feel like mental health is so much more important at the moment than sort of like physical health. I'm still working out, I'm still trying to kind of be good, but just having the odd treat here or there, it make me feel a bit better, so why. Another favourite thing I have been finding this lockdown is Netflix. Now, I know a lot of people were watching quite a lot of like TV series during the first lockdown, and probably this one as well, but it wasn't really something I really got into. I think the only one we really watched in the first lockdown was Joe Exotic. I'm not one for TV series. I don't know, I put on the first one and I just haven't quite got into them, but this time I just seem to have gotten onto it. We put it on one day where we're like, oh, I quite fancied that Virgin River, and honestly I binge watched the 2 series in 2 days, something like that. It was just so good, I couldn't stop watching it. Really good. It was just, it's been some like an escapism watching like things like this, just sort of like taking it away and getting something good and easy. I'm not one for like complicated, high action, high crime, death, killing, anything like that. It's just not what I'm into. I like light things that are easy to watch at the moment. I feel like the news is enough action for me at the moment, so yeah, really been getting into Netflix. Now, I did start Bridgerton and I have watched all the first series, but unpopular opinion, I didn't particularly love it. I watched it because I just kind of started it and I thought I'll finish it off, but no, there was a few things I was just like, I'm not feeling this at all. I do hear there's a second series, so it's probably the kind of thing I'll watch because there'll be nothing else on, but I wouldn't rush to watch it. I don't know, I didn't love it, so sorry. I know there's lots and lots of Duke fans out there, but it just wasn't for me. I feel like some of it was a bit over the top, and some bits were quite boring, and then to be honest with you, I would rather watch Outlander. That's my favourite sort of like period raunchy drama, I suppose you could say. Yeah, not for me. But I did quite fancy that Steel Magnolia, so that might be something that I will watch. So that is a few of my favourite lockdown things. That's kind of what is keeping me going. So yeah, what are your favourite lockdown things? I've got a few things with the kids. Now obviously Olivia is 3, she's only at the nursery. They have been sending her some work, but it has been quite overwhelming because there has been like 2 or 3 emails a day, including one with like loads and loads of activities, which I'm kind of struggling because my mental health's not as good as it is, and I've got James to watch and we're trying to get the house all tidied up. I just feel like it's too much for the nursery kids, so I've kind of just pulled back from it and says, right, I'll just kind of do my own thing. I've done little bits and pieces of it, but mostly kind of just doing her own thing, because at the end of the day, she's only 3, she's got another year of nursery, she will have lots and lots of time to catch up. And she's still really smart for her age. She's not, I wouldn't be like worried or anything, and we're teaching her lots of things as well. Like one of the main things that has kept us going is these sort of like educational activity books or games. and that's been a favourite of mine and Olivia's. If James has been sleeping, I've been sitting down with her doing this. She's finished this one now, and she is quite good with her numbers till about 10. Sometimes she can get silly, and then it's like, okay, right, 2 or 3 pages is fine. So we've been going through that. I think we've got another one downstairs, so I might start that one next. Also got these ones. There's a number one that she can write on, and then it can be wiped off, and there is the same with an alphabet. So we have started this one. I found this really good. She can like copy it, and she's been doing the letters, which I feel is good practice. I feel like that's the sort of things that are good, and just having fun and trying to get out with her. Because one thing I feel like is so bad about this lockdown is obviously the weather, the darker nights, the darker mornings. We're not getting out the same as we did when we were in lockdown the first time. Like, can't even really get in the garden because it's dubby, or there's rain and wind, and you just want to stay inside, and it's so, you just feel so demotivated. So if it has been a nice day, sunny and dry, even if it's cold, as I say, round them up into the pram, cover them, blankets, coats, jackets, hats and all that, and just getting out. And I feel that is good for their mental health as well. Sometimes Olivia can be like, oh, it's cold, I want to go home, but I kind of just persevere, make sure she's warm as much as she can be, like blankets and things. And I think that's as good as anything. Getting out, getting some fresh air is good for their mental health as well as like my own as well. So yeah, I'm not stressing too much over homework, but these sorts of like games is fun, and it's educational, and it's just like a bit of, again, of escapism for them. And I try and sit down with her, and we've been trying to do like activities and printing off things and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't really have a favourite for James, because he just kind of toddles along and plays with his toys and all that. So I wouldn't say he has a specific favourite. The TV hasn't been too bad. We've got a couple of films that we quite like Trolls and things like that, that they've been quite happy to sit and watch, which is good. Haven't been too bad with the iPad. They've had, well, Olivia has, James never gets the iPad or phones, but Olivia's had it a couple of times. But I've been really trying to keep her busy with toys and playing and getting outside, and just try to give her a bit of attention and not be too much on the iPad, because I just feel like I don't want her to be on it too much, because I know once she comes of age she'll be like wanting it all the time. So I feel like at the moment don't want it too much. So yeah, haven't really used the pad too much to help, but it is sometimes fine just to get things done. So yeah, that is our lockdown favourites. As I say, let me know what yours are to get you through this really tough time. Let's hope this vaccine is the answer, and hopefully by Easter we can come out with some nice weather, and we can start seeing people again, and hopefully the kids will be back and we can get a bit of a break, and our mental health will be better, and hopefully by the summer we can maybe say this can start to be a bit of a distant memory, maybe more Christmas, but fingers crossed. But I hope you're all doing really well, keeping safe, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you are new, I really would love you to stick around and hit the subscribe button. See you later, bye.